Good evening and welcome to beautiful Case Arena, tonight's site of a varsity doubleheader. It is Sagamore Conference foes as the Frankfort Hot Dogs play host to the Western Boone Stars. Tonight's game is presented in parts by the Frankfort Eagles. They are people helping people. By Day and Genda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll counties. By Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. FiberHawk, fast, affordable FiberHawk, and by the Farmers Bank. Let's grow as we welcome into the Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice pregame show. I'm joined by Joe Rook. I am Sean Walker. And Joe, we have seen these hot dogs now several times throughout this season. These Lady Dogs just one win on the year, but they'd love to come in here and get a conference victory tonight.
Absolutely. Both teams coming in overall, Sean, with a losing record, but I would expect a hotly contested game tonight. Frankfort having only the one win, Western Boone girls coming in at 7-10. In the conference, they're 2-2, so they have performed well in the conference outing. So I don't think the records would totally indicate tonight that I would expect a halfway close game, and hopefully Frankfort can stick with Western Boone and make a game of it.
Let's talk about our keys to victory tonight. What do these two teams need to be able to do to be successful this evening?
Well, I put the first one, Sean, as ball security. You got to take care of the ball. Frankfort coming in, averaging per game a little over 25 turnovers a game, and Western Boone at 22 turnovers a game. And that's a high number for both teams, and it can cripple you. So I think ball security for both teams are going to be crucial. For shooting, what I mean by that is, yeah, you got to get your shots up, but they got to be shots that you want, that's in your offensive flow. Both teams, with their shooting percentages, are not very high. So when we say shooting, yeah, you got to get it where you want it, where you need it, so you can make your shots. So I think, it's one thing to say, yeah, we got to shoot the ball, we got to get it up, but get the ball where you need and where you can be successful to make your shots.
Yeah, and we've seen Frankfort this year run some good offense when they've been able to get into their half-court set. They've gotten shots they've wanted, they just haven't fallen. So I can completely understand what you're saying there.
So sometimes I think the girls kind of just maybe get in a little bit of a hurry. I'm just going to get my shot up and we're good. But, take just an extra second there to get it lined up and try to make that shot. So that would go a long way to helping Frankfort this evening.
Our keys to the game brought to us by Indy Card Exchange. For more than 30 years, they've been your go-to for sports cards and collectibles. Sagamore Conference opponents ready to face off here on the ISC Sports Network. Again, a special presentation doubleheader tonight as a warm-up for Joe and I, because tomorrow night it is the 30th reunion or anniversary of the Blue Chips game. Joe and I will be back for that one, as long as we'll have memories, we'll have interviews, we'll have videos.
Yeah, it's going to be
great.
It's going to be a cool evening. I sure hope anyone listening now will tune in tomorrow. Tell friends, tell buddies, tell family. Please give us a shout out and check out tomorrow, because it should be exciting stuff.
If you don't have tickets, they should hopefully still have some at the door. If they do not, you can tune in live right here where you're watching us right now. We'll be back tomorrow night with the game as well. We're going to step aside as we pay tribute to our country with the playing of the national anthem. You're watching high school basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Frankfort Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game, with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclincounty.org.
Welcome back to Case Arena here. Tonight's side of the Sagamore Conference matchup between the Western Boone Stars and the Frankfort Hot Dogs. First up in our doubleheader, the ladies basketball game here. And let's take a look at our Western Boone Stars starters for head coach Hannah Kelly. In her third year at Western Boone, the starters tonight will be Allie Lewis, Isla Stokes, Olivia Reagan, Emerson Gott, and Kiera Koch. Getting the start there. Two seniors on the team for Western Boone this year, and Koch and Lily Kripe.
Yeah, it's interesting. Lewis, the freshman, coming in averaging 11 points per game. So I would guess by now she's certainly not playing like a freshman. She's probably a seasoned vet. So looking forward to her and the rest of the Western Boone Stars playing.
Our starting lineups tonight brought to us by Ardente Dental, where healthy smiles start here for the Frankfort Hot Dogs. Starting lineup tonight will be Ashley Vasquez Rivera, Daisy Santos Valdez, Ella McAtee, Syra Flores, and Vanessa Guardado. Finally, for Coach Crawford, he's been able to get this starting five going the last few games where they haven't had injuries or people missing, and that's going to hopefully start to benefit these Hot Dogs down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. Continuity and feeling comfortable with each other is a very important thing, so we'll see what that leads tonight for Frankfort. You know, it's interesting, Sean, Frankfort girls, not one scorer has a double-digit scoring average coming in the gap, but they're balanced, so hopefully they can spread the ball around, get open shots, and knock a few down.
Tonight's officials are presented by Aaron's Flooring, offering luxury vinyl, plain carpet installation, and more. Give them a call at 601-4145 for a free quote. Nathan Gibson, Tim Nolan, and Zach Barnes will be your gentlemen in stripes this evening for this varsity affair. Get a good look at Case Arena tonight. Here in its, I hate to say normalcy, but coming up tomorrow night, it changes into the Dolphin Dome again.
It does. We're looking forward to that. We're here. They're going to do some different things with the floor, so looking forward to that.
I saw some great painting on the outside of Case Arena where they've put up some things to get everybody ready for tomorrow. Frankfort gets the tip from the get-go. Guardado's first shot off the mark, loose ball. Frankfort on it right away here. Jump ball situation. Possession will go to Western Boone.
Again, Frankfort on the very first set got a good open look. Vanessa just not able to knock that down, but that's a great-looking shot.
For this Western Boone team, relatively young. Like I said, two seniors on the roster, one of those in the starting lineup, but a lot of underclassmen carry the load of the playing time, and a three put up right away by Isla Stokes and knocked down.
Yeah, Western Boone not wasting any time setting up the full court press and turnover right away.
Stokes hit the three a moment ago, gets the steal and the layup on the run out.
Frankfort's first turnover on the full court press. Again, we talked about ball security being critical here.
Frankfort able to beat the press this time. Oh, but nice recovery, and Allie Lewis able to steal that errant pass. Number 5, the freshman. Joe talked about her a moment ago. As we were doing the starting lineups, 11 points per game, over 6 rebounds. WEBO working the offensive glass, and they get a knock away and get another chance during this possession. 3 up. Well, from the same spot she hit one a moment ago. Koch with it now. Off the mark and put back up and in by Olivia Reagan.
Western Boone beating that offensive glass to death there.
After about 6 or 7 attempts at it, they earn 2 points. Frankfort beats this pressure. Flores down low, off glass, and gets the first bucket.
Nice shot. Using the glass for 2.
Syra Flores' first field goal in this contest. Reagan on the putback, so very early. Stokes with 5, Reagan with 4 for Western Boone.
Reagan doing a good job on the offensive glass.
Those are scores on the season, numbers 3 and 4 getting going early here for Western Boone. And then Guardado goes off glass, so.
It was a good move by Vanessa. Glad to see her. She missed that first shot, but good to get that second one in.
Frankfort done a nice job against the pressure the last 2 times up the floor. That's how you can get a team out of a press. This one knocked away, last touch by WEBO, Frankfort ball.
Frankfort creating a turnover there with their zone defense. Frankfort's been, the Lady Hot Dogs, very active with their zone defense throughout the year. Do a good job getting in the passing lanes and creating some havoc.
The Sagamore Conference in its current state will get a reset. It'll have a new name here pretty soon. Frankfort and Western Boone will stay part of what will become a new conference. As I believe it was Danville, Lebanon, and Tri-West.
That will stay in the Sagamore, yes.
They'll exit. And then Frankfort, Crawfordsville, North Montgomery, Southmont. This one's tipped. Oh, just an air ball there.
Yep. Looked like Frankfort girls might have had a hand on that, but gentleman in the striped shirt says, no, sir.
Frankfort working against his pressure again, showing nice patience. There's a kick ball. Adding a few new teams that comes in. I believe it was Cascade, Greencastle, and I'll get the other one here in a minute. North Putnam.
North Putnam.
Which is kind of weird to think that North Putnam and South Putnam won't be in the same conference anymore.
True.
3 on the way. Hey, rattles home. How about that?
Got the shooter touch. Good shot, Daisy.
Daisy Santos Valdez and Frankfort having one of their best scoring quarters of the season.
Great to see. Whoa.
Koch down the lane there. They get the foul before the travel.
Koch got that big extra step going there. We'll see that. Took a big one, but benefit for her. She got fouled on the way to the basket. Ball out, Western Boone.
Western Boone puts up a 3 here. Koch on the offensive glass. McAtee on the steal. Frankfort with a chance to tie. Gets to her strong hand, right hand goes glass and count it.
Nice job, McAtee with the steal. Coast to coast layup, tied up. Good start for Frankfort and Western Boone.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles, serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. The Frankfort Eagles, a big supporter of all things Clinton County. I saw a nice donation made to Clinton Prairie here recently. Part of the football team, getting them a huddle camera and some things set up and teased that there's more things coming. So,
well, good.
Kudos to them for helping out one of the county schools as well.
Absolutely. All the county schools appreciate the support.
9-9 your score. How about these Lady Hot Dogs tonight, Joe? This is the start they've been wanting all season.
Absolutely. And some of these shots that we talked about, a couple of them going down tonight, it's a good start for Frankfort. Should give them some confidence. That's great to see.
Coach Kelly took the timeout. Western Boone out of that timeout, nearly banked one in. Guardado loses the handle and gets in a tie-up with Lewis. Frankfort has possession.
The one thing Frankfort needs to clean up here pretty quick is getting some defensive rebound. Western Boone is being very aggressive on the offensive end on the rebounding and doing a nice job keeping the ball alive.
That ball led McAtee out of bounds that time. Couldn't keep both feet in.
Frankfort's 4th turnover in this first quarter.
She got 1 foot. It would have been a good reception in college football.
Yeah, they didn't have that going. They didn't have the reception thing going on.
Reagan kicks back out top as Western Boone moves the basketball around. We saw Stokes knock down a 3 earlier. And a nice little throw-ahead pass. Up and good. Look at that. Ashley Vasquez Rivera and all 5 starters have scored here in the first quarter for the Lady Hot Dogs.
That was a great outlet pass on the rebound there by Guardado. Good job.
Kick out, 3 on the way. This one rattles in and out. Boy, if there's been a weak point tonight, it's the offensive rebounding for Frankfort right now, giving Western Boone a lot of opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. Western Boone crashing the glass hard on the offensive side for them, and Frankfort needs to do a little better job of blocking out.
You always have pros and cons, right? And that's one of the cons of his zone defense?
Yeah, it could be, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to find somebody to block out, match up, but you got to look at it and you got to find them.
That one off. Syra Flores on the rebound. Outlet pass, and Frankfort quickly the other way. Looks inside. Flores working to Guardado. A little too strong there and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Frankfort basketball.
In that possession, we'll get to see it knocked out of bounds, but Frankfort, good interior passing by the Lady Hot Dogs, led to an open shot, didn't get it down, but I think Frankfort's looking very crisp here, even though we just turned it over on the inbound, but it's good first quarter.
Lily Kripe, one of the 2 seniors and one of the 2 captains on the squad, just checked in. She'll spell Isla Stokes.
Her and Koch, the 2 seniors, and both captains is this Lady Western Boone outfit.
Koch over to Lewis. Lewis listed at 5'6". She looks like she's got a good build to her for a basketball player. I would argue 5'6" is not quite enough. This one through the hands, though, of Lewis and Frankfort.
I'd say the one thing here at the first quarter, I think Frankfort's been looking and working hard on a quick outlet pass to get the ball down the floor, because it's led to a couple of layups. Ellie McAtee didn't get that one to go down, but doing a good job getting the ball out, looking for a quick shot.
McAtee coming around on the curl and then travels. So turnovers, it's a problem that's plagued both of these teams this season. Frankfort a little over 26. Western Boone a little over 22. And we get a timeout here. Gives us time to talk about Day and Ginna Funeral Homes. If you've experienced a loss or you're planning in advance, we're here each step of the way. Planning a funeral is an emotional and sometimes overwhelming thing, and having the right information can definitely make things easier. At Day and Ginna Funeral Home, it's their mission to serve families in their time of need and welcome any questions they may have. For more information about the services Day and Ginna Funeral Homes offer, please visit dayandginda.com. It's also brought to us by Indy Card Exchange. Now, more than 30 years, the Indy Card Exchange has been your trusted source for buying and selling trading cards of all kinds. And now they're refining the game of professional grading with consultation services to save you time and money. Go to IndyCardExchange.com for more information to see how you can make money off your collection. And if you don't understand what that means when they say they're refining the game, let me tell you. If you call down to Indy Card Exchange, you can schedule an appointment with them, Joe. You can take your ungraded cards in and say, what cards should I have graded? They will basically pre-grade them for you and say, you should definitely get this one, you should definitely get that one, because some cards don't have enough value to go get graded. You're basically losing money.
Okay.
They'll help you out.
That's a good thing. Have you checked that out before? Have you done
have.
Oh, good.
I have,
First
and I
day.
have an entire, I don't want to talk about it. My wife's going to be so mad at me, but I have an entire case of cards
Don't want to get you in
that
trouble.
need to be graded right now.
I don't want you to get you in trouble, so we won't. Oh, good come behind by number 5 there for Western Boone. Lewis tipped that away.
I'm going to need usually my off season is in the spring for sporting events, but I'm going to have to pick up some games, I think, somewhere, somehow through ISC so that I can pay for those grading services.
I understand. Okay. All right.
Another tie-up. Gives the ball back to Frankfort, and they continue to hold this lead here. It's a tight margin in the first quarter. Frankfort looking really poised. McAtee lost the handle and then threw the ball at the feet of Evelyn Vasquez Bautista, who checked in after that last timeout. So McAtee just got to slow down a little bit there, Joe.
They broke that press, that 1-2-2 press that Western Boone has been playing entire first quarter, but got a little bit out of control heading down the lane there.
Koch looking inside. This shot up, a little short. Kripe came with the basketball, and now a whistle. We're going to get Vasquez Bautista. That's only the team's second foul. It's been a pretty whistle-free quarter. We enjoy those, Joe.
They go by quick, and that's a good thing. Another turnover there. Frankfort's hands doing good work, creating a turnover.
Good job getting the head up and finding Flores there as well. Her second bucket of the first quarter. Frankfort with a 4-point lead. Western Boone Stars boys basketball team has entered the building. They're seated down here to our right, just off camera. We'll see them as we go down the other end. I like how teams always coordinate. They're either in suits and ties or they wear the warm-ups. Coaches are all in red, players all in blue.
Coordination's important.
Looking good tonight, WEBO. Shot up, the freshman. She beat the buzzer but couldn't get the shot to drop, and after one, it is a score of 13-9. This is the first quarter I've called this year where Frankfort is leading after one.
Excellent.
Lady Hot Dogs on top by 4. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
At Day and Gannett Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Day and Gannett Funeral Home, putting family first.
After one, Frankfort leading Western Boone 13-9 here at Case Arena. Tonight's second quarter brought to us by the Healthy Communities of Clinton County, where the coalition is committed to reducing the risk factors contributing to chronic diseases that include health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging policy, system, and environmental changes. The vision of Healthy Communities is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org. Western Boone starts out with the basketball first here in the second quarter. They'll get a shot up quickly, and Olivia Reagan able to knock that one down. They give her a 3 on that. Cuts the lead to 1. Guardado looks ahead. You got a player down injured here.
We can't, as soon as they could call the whistle, that is number... Is that the freshman Lewis?
It might be Lewis, and she is in pain.
Yeah.
Did not see what happened. I was watching the press on this end.
Absolutely. We're watching the ball down court, and we look up, and she's already laying on the floor, and that does not look good from here, and we won't speculate what that is.
Obviously, we want to wish her the best here. The leading scorer for Western Boone on the season, a freshman who's playing well beyond her years, and a bright spot for this very young team and head coach Hannah Kelly.
Right. Allie had not broken to the scoring column yet this evening, but you could tell she's one of the leaders of the team. She gets things set up, get everybody where they need to be, and get going on the offensive end.
Yeah, now needing assistance off the floor here on this end. So
she is not wanting to, I know we don't have the camera on her, but she is not wanting to put any weight on that knee or leg, so they're carrying her off to the side.
I remember being here as a freshman basketball player, Joe, and had a teammate of mine come down, and he dislocated his knee, and it was one of the worst screams I can remember in my life.
Yeah.
A very gruesome injury, and
Right. Yeah.
It got real quiet in here like it did here on this
sure
play. And I don't think it necessarily was that severe down here for her. She was grabbing more of that ankle area.
Yeah, she was when she first went down. She was grabbing the ankle. So hopefully we can find out something and pass it along.
Western Boone now will be without their leading scorer, at least for the foreseeable future here. And a carrying violation gives the ball back to the Hot Dogs.
Western Boone.
Syra Flores checks back in. Sorry, Joe.
No, that's fine. Just going to say Western Boone, fourth turnover, had 3 in that first quarter. So Western Boone doing a good job with their ball security.
And now Louisville, she's going to exit, and they're going to take her back to the locker room here to go be checked out further.
Nice pass.
Guardado missed that one.
Nice bounce pass by Flores into Guardado. Just didn't connect, but it was a good look.
Kiera Koch on the drive, took one extra step there and gets called for it.
Koch kind of got away with that in the first quarter. She did the same thing, but picked up a foul before that traveling.
Frankfurt's going to have to work a little bit quicker to get it across the timeline. This one, fortunately, gets tipped to Flores, and McAtee lays it in. Pretty dangerous pass from Guardado, but it worked out.
That's a pass I don't think you want to try to complete too many times with the person standing right beside her. The gal who caught it and passed it on down.
Koch this time goes off glass with a good-looking move, fights and almost kept the possession alive there for the Stars. Santos Valdez goes to McAtee. A little too much club on that one that time. He had club down there.
Little too much heat on that three-pointer, but it was a good open look.
I do that a lot. Mean to grab the pitching wedge, grab the 8-iron, and just clean it.
Nothing wrong with taking the shot.
You get a whistle here. Going to be a foul against Frankfort. Let's see who they give it to. It's going to go against Daisy Santos Valdez. Just the team's first foul here in the second quarter. You know, for Western Boone, obviously Lewis exits as we get a jumper here out of bounds, but they're also short Rebecca Keys tonight. The 5'4" junior is out with a shoulder injury, so they're already dealing.
Right, have one now. Now they have a second player go down, so.
This is something we saw Frankfort deal with early in the season. They were down 2 to 3 players to start. About time they got one back, they lost 2 more, and Flores.
Very good ball movement by Frankfort. There was, I don't know if we'd ever get a whole replay of that, but there was like 3 passes right in a row. The ball did not touch the floor. Get it, make a pass to the open hot dog, and made it work.
Film session is going to be a lot more fun for Frankfort's Lady Hot Dogs. Good jumper there.
Koch with her first bucket of the evening.
Flores leaves that one just a little short, and it's rebounded by Amaya Westerfeld. I think Koch is feeling a little bit more of the
burden.
The burden. I got to take over here.
Yeah, she's being very aggressive with the basketball. Looks like number 12, Stokes, is going to take over the point responsibilities from Lewis.
Loose ball here, kept alive by Western Boone. They find Koch, Kiera. Little Euro step there.
Going to get a foul on the wrist. They're going to be a shooting foul. It looks like it is.
So that's the second foul on Vasquez Bautista. Koch rims the first free throw attempt out. Kiera averaging 9 points on the season, a little over 4 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.5 steals. Very nice senior season.
Yeah, coming in shooting 64% from the foul line.
She'll get 1 of 2 on this trip. And they cut the deficit to 2. Vasquez Bautista. That ball dribbled off the foot of a defender, not a kicked ball.
Yep. Ball stays alive.
We saw Stokes knock down a couple early jumpers. Leaves this one a little short.
Nice
Flores
bounce
to
pass.
Vasquez Bautista, and she can't get it over the rim.
Nice look by Flores. Good bounce pass. Just didn't get it to go.
Love the way Frankfort's working that basketball inside, whether it's the combination of Guardado and Flores or Flores and Vasquez Bautista. Some good passing happening tonight.
I agree.
McAtee has this one blocked. It was Emerson Gott, the 6-foot sophomore, who says, I got this one.
No pun intended there, right?
I'll take him. Aaron's Flooring. That's who's brought this portion of our broadcast to you, offering luxury vinyl plank, carpet installation, and more. Visit aaronsflooringllc.com for more information or call 765-601-4145 for a free quote. Good look at these last few highlights
Take
from
a
the
look
Frankfort
here.
Hot Dogs.
That was the tail end of the three passes in a row by Frankfort not hitting the floor for a layup. Koch, the senior, coming back, getting 2 for the Lady Stars, and I continue to look for number 30, Koch, to be aggressive with the basketball for Western Boone.
Good shot that time inside the huddle of the Frankfort Hot Dogs, and now over to Western Boone and head coach Hannah Kelly. In her 3rd year at the helm of Western Boone, she's 33-30. So far in her career, she is 2-0 versus Frankfort. And just looking at the history, this is one thing I love to go back and see as far as I can, but Western Boone has beat Frankfort in girls basketball 15 straight times. The last time Frankfort beat Western Boone was in 2008, 2009. The overall series is Western Boone owns it 17-7 since 2001.
15 in a row, I would say that maybe Frankfort is due.
Frankfort was 7-2 before that. But yeah, Western Boone's definitely had the upper hand on this as another player goes down here. I'm going to pop right back up. Daisy Santos Valdez. We talked about Rebecca Keys being out. You could almost see her. She's on the bench here tonight. She's got a blue wrap on her shoulder as she's out with that shoulder injury. Hoping to get her back here pretty soon as girls basketball season's winded down. We're getting closer to the sectional selection show. We know all the teams that'll play in each sectional, but we don't know who's playing who because we don't seed basketball in Indiana.
And I hope they don't. I know a lot of people would disagree with that.
That shot off the mark. Westerfeld got fouled from behind there and took her glasses off.
Here you see one of Western Boone's continual aggressive offensive rebound. They have owned the offensive board. They have done a great job keeping the ball alive.
First free throw by Westerfeld off the mark. Yeah, as far as the seeding goes, Joe, I don't really know where I stand on that. Some days I feel one way and others I feel another. Westerfeld misses both. I think there's times where you end up with the sectional championship on opening night,
but I guess
you'd rather see them show up on Saturday where more fans can come.
I get that. I understand. I guess I'm a little bit of the basketball purist on that. I still enjoy the open draw, where you can have any game, anytime. You meet up with anybody, anytime. So I personally like that, and I think that's the best way.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not necessarily that the sectionals are balanced very well either. I mean, you're kind of basing on travel. Is jumper by Olivia Reagan, and she continues to have a good scoring night. She's got 9.
Yeah, about to get double digits here in the first quarter.
Game all tied up at 17. And we'll talk about that sectional a little more in this broadcast, but as an example, this Frankfort Lady Hot Dogs team, They're in the Twin Lakes sectional, which is sectional 22. They have 4 teams inside the top 11 in 3A in a 16 or a 7-team sectional.
It's loaded. Very, very competitive.
So if you were going to seed teams all the way, you would think you'd have to seed them in the entirety, and then you got some real travel happening.
Yes, yes.
Koch looks down low for Reagan. That one knocked away. Frankfort on a fast break with an opportunity. And a foul given here. Koch going to make her earn 2 from the free throw line.
I mean, that's, we're not going to belabor the seeding process or that they've discussed, and not sure that will ever happen, but that's a good point you make. Do they seed, 1 through 7 on the section, or you just get your top 2 seeds, or how do they do that? That would to be determined, but open for a lot of discussion there.
That might be a way to quell both sides or make both sides happy, is if you took the top 2 teams and gave them a bye, so to say, or a way to get 1 and 2.
Right.
Able to get 1 of 2 at the line that time. Frankfort on the rebound. 1-point lead, 2 minutes to go in the half. And Guardado.
Excellent drive by Vanessa.
She's got her second bucket tonight. She's got 4. And all 5 starters for the Lady Hot Dogs have now scored. They did that back in the first quarter, and we get a double dribble here. A great old Nintendo game, double dribble, but not necessarily a
great thing
call you want to have happen against you in a basketball game.
Not the best thing, no.
I'm sure that none of the kids on the broadcast working with us tonight from Hot Dog TV understand that reference, but my generation had Atari and NES. We didn't get this PlayStation 5 and supercharged Robo 1000 computers you guys are building these days.
I'm laughing for those guys, too, around here, because they were looking at Sean like, what?
It was the coolest thing we had, man. Pong. You had one little slider on one side that had one little pixel going the other way, and you had to – never mind. It was a great game.
Take his word for it.
3 on the way. A little wide left. 20-17, though. Frankfort, 3-point lead. Western Boone looking to trim this lead to 2, maybe even tie. That shot off the mark and not tipped by Frankfort. That's the second time tonight I thought a ball might have been deflected.
The officials had a good look at it. They did not make that call that way, so see if Frankfort might try to with 47.4 to go. Seconds here before halftime if they'll try to hold for last shot or first good shot available.
That one knocked out. McAtee going to swing cross court. Guardado, a little spin move, shot up. Out of bounds, but last touch by the Stars.
I'm not sure that was the shot Frankfort was looking for, but they were, fortunately, the ball off of Western Boone out of bounds, so Frankfort maintains possession.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, Joe, festivities, JV game starting a half hour early. At 5:30, I would encourage anyone coming to the game, get here early. That was stolen by Westerfield, and then a foul on the pass against Flores. She looks at coach and says, my bad. That's the 5th team foul, so that actually sends Western Boone to the free throw line with the new rules this year.
Right. You like that rule, Sean? You like this?
It's growing on me. It's growing on me a little.
I'm not a big fan of losing the one-on-one in certain situations, especially
right
down towards the end of the game, but
I'm with you in that. I think that we are starting to reward bad free throw shooting because you get 2 attempts no matter what.
Yes. I kind of thought the one-on-one at certain times was a very cool thing.
Westerfeld gets the first. She would have earned a second anyway. She gets them both. She's got 2 points now. puts Western Boone back to within 1. 3 seconds on the clock as a bunch of players hit the deck.
Vanessa Guardado there stayed with it. Bounced off the foot of a Western Boone, but didn't give up on the play. Got on the floor, tied it up, and Frankfort maintains possession.
Allie Lewis being escorted back out onto the floor now. A lot of ice around that ankle for Allie Lewis, but good to see her being helped back out. Looks like parents bringing her out because she wants to watch her team play. Guardado shot up off the mark. And Frankfort heads to the half, hanging on to a 1-point lead over Western Boone. Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll get your halftime show started right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
As a healthcare facility, providing top-notch care should be your number one goal. However, patient experience and overall satisfaction should be a top priority as well. You see, in addition to your patients, you also have an obligation to the family and friends who attend appointments, sit for hours in waiting rooms, or spend days at your facility awaiting a loved one to be discharged. The last thing that they want or need to be concerned about is how or where to charge their cell phone, tablet, or smart device when trying to keep loved ones up to date. This is where JM Marketing comes in. Our fully customizable charging station allows you to promote your facility or patient portals while providing a courtesy to those who spend time in your facility. Our charging stations provide full speed, multi-device charging capabilities while utilizing energy-efficient technology. And the best part? They charge nearly 100% of devices. They fit anywhere and go everywhere. A simple yet practical way to enhance the overall experience you provide, and that is a reason for everyone to celebrate. For more information, contact sales at JM Marketing to get plugged in today. Welcome back at the half here at Case Arena. Our halftime show tonight brought to us by our friends at Day and Genda Funeral Home, joined by Joe Rook. I'm Sean Walker. What a great first half of action for these Lady Hot Dogs. They lead right now 20-19. What's impressed you so far with the Lady Dogs?
Well, I think, a couple things stand out. That first quarter, Frankfort had 8 turnovers. Big difference in the second quarter. They only had 2, so 10 for the game. And you say, well, that's still several turnovers. Well, yes, it is, but you come in averaging 25, 26 a game, so they're on a course to be lower than that, so that's a good thing for Frankfort. The other thing is they're making some shots. Sean, the things we've talked about, the last few games we've done with Frankfort, they've got in position and had good-looking shots, good attempts. The difference tonight is they're getting some open looks and knocking them down, and I think that's been a confidence boost for a couple of the girls, and it continued on through that quarter into halftime here where they have a 1-point lead, 20-19.
For Frankfort, they're led in scoring in the first half by Syra Flores. She's got 6. 4 points for McAtee and Guardado. 3 points for Vasquez Rivera and Santos Valdez. Again, all 5 starters for the Hot Dogs in the scoring column. The only player that hasn't scored yet for Frankfort that's come in is Evelyn Vasquez Bautista.
But I do think, like you said, that it is important for all the 5 starters, and the ones that are playing the most of the minutes have scored tonight. So as an extra boost for Frankfort, having all 5 ladies in the scoring column.
On the other side, for Western Boone, their leading scorer tonight, Allie Lewis, scoreless in the first half, and that's not due to the defense of Frankfort. That's because she went down to injury there in the first half, unfortunately, and we see her down on the bench with ice on the ankle, so we want to wish her well, and hopefully she gets back on the floor soon.
Yeah, absolutely. We concur. We hate to see anybody go out with an injury, and the good news is she is sitting on the side there, as Sean pointed out, has some ice on the ankle, so they're doing what they need to do to help her get going and get that recovery already started.
Olivia Reagan leads Western Boone with 9 in the first half. Isla Stokes with 5. Kiara Koch added 3, and Amaya Westerfeld off the bench gave them 2 points for Western Boone. That rounds out their scoring, and right now a 20-19 affair here at the half. Fans filing in, getting ready for the second half of our doubleheader tonight as the boys basketball game are headed your way approximately 20 minutes at the conclusion of this one. Looking ahead a little bit to tomorrow, Joe. Again, we've encouraged everybody, if you're coming out, come early, right? Get in, get a good seat. JV is going to start earlier at 5:30, a half hour earlier, because in between games, what you don't want to miss is they're setting up screens all around the floor, and there is about a 20-minute video that's going to take us back in time. It's going to show us some behind-the-scenes footage, some interviews, and then catching up with some of the actors today and what they, thought about the movie 30 years ago and where it led them in their life now to this point as well.
I think that really is going to be a cool thing. Whether, a lot of people were here the first time or when Blue Chips was made. That's what I mean by the first time, when Blue Chips was going on. So they get to catch up. And it's also a cool thing for people who did not see that or were not here while the filming of Blue Chips was going on. So it gives them a little chance to catch up and see what the hoopla is about.
We'll take a quick break in our halftime show. When we come back, we'll show you the Fiberhawk first half highlights live from Frankfort High School. You're watching girls basketball on ISC.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable.
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente.
Welcome back at the half. Let's roll the Fiberhawk Fiber Fast first half highlights, and a lot of scoring for both of these teams in the first half. Good ball movement. I think where Western Boone benefited, Joe, was on that offensive glass.
They were relentless on the offensive glass, Sean. They did a great job. Again, right there you see one put back up and in. They were very active, kept that ball alive and got their hands on it. A lot of the balls coming off and kept things going, and had some good rebounds, good scoring from their offensive side.
We saw 2 3-pointers made from Western Boone, 1 made for Frankfort. Most of the points in this contest have come from inside the paint, point blank, right at the bucket. And it's been a great night to watch. There's one of those threes we talked about from Olivia Reagan.
Right. And you talk about the scoring, Frankfort 20 points at halftime. They averaged 23, 24 a game. So obviously for them, for that scoring the first half is good. Western Boone averages 39, 40 points a game. So they're just about on target for what they have averaged for the year. But we'll see what the second half brings. Good first half to watch.
For Frankfort, their last outing, they got beat by Rossville. Only lost that game by 10, and that is a very tough young Rossville squad that I've seen compete with the likes of Carroll and others this season. So hats off to Frankfort. It looks like they are getting better for sure as the season has gone along, looking to try to get their second victory of the year. We'll see if that comes to fruition. That's going to do it for our halftime show. When we come back, third quarter action right here from Case Arena.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby, yo. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome. Upgrade today.
Welcome back to Case Arena. Do you know at the Farmers Bank, they like helping everyone grow? From business owners running multi-million-dollar companies to first-timers just opening a savings account. My daughter did that at the Farmers Bank just yesterday. We draw on over 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since the founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. And I love that for my daughter because not only is she not a farmer, Joe, she's not a cook either. If it doesn't go in the microwave, there's no farm to table with her.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that about the Farmers Bank because I remember growing up when I was young, my dad was a farmer, and he did not bank at that time at the Farmers Bank. And I said, well, that seems strange. Why is Dad not banking at the Farmers Bank? But
right. It's made for farmers, but now it's made for you and me as well as Koch gets the scoring started here in the second half. She's got 5.
Western Boone right back in that full court pressure after that first basket.
Flores goes down the lane and a little strong on that attempt. Western Boone back out in front by 1. 3 here. Just a little short. Loose ball. Again, another offensive rebound from Western Boone. Now foul against Frankfort. Daisy Santos Valdez. It's number 2 against her.
Getting a little too much wrist there on that replay out of bounds, Western Boone.
Into the paint, 2 players there for Frankfort and a traveling violation called. Again, hats off to our officiating crew tonight. We've had a very clean, crisp game. Nathan Gibson, Tim Nolan, and Zach Barnes. You get my recommendation.
Mr. Zebras are doing a fine job tonight.
Yeah. This one taken away, thrown ahead. Koch on the run out. And she gets it to go.
2 quick baskets by Koch this half.
This one out of bounds, and it's Frankfort basketball.
They're going to concur.
Much to the chagrin of the Western Boone hopeful.
The Western Boone bench saying, please talk about that. And they do give it to Western Boone.
And again, kudos, because that gentleman, unlike my wife, was able to admit that he was ever wrong in a situation. I'm just kidding. I'm working on a divorce tonight, evidently.
Yeah. Sean, you're living
picking
dangerously.
on my daughter, picking on my wife.
You're living dangerously.
Boy, it's a good thing that they never tune into the games for me.
But you are right that the officials got together, talked it out, and came to an agreement.
Yeah, all joking aside, that's awesome to be able to say, hey, you know what? I might not have had the right call. Let's talk about it. This one knocked away. Stokes with it for Western Boone. Stokes had those first 5 points for Western Boone. She's been scoreless since. She's gotten some shots up. They just have not been able to fall. In the lane, this one rolls off. Guardado on the board. Looks ahead to McAtee. McAtee down low to Flores. Shot up. Nope. Rebound and got it.
Good job by Flores. Stayed with that. Didn't get the first one. Back on the second one and got it.
She's got 8, and now
we have another injury. Frankfort girl down.
Couldn't tell if that was a cramp there.
And that's Flores, correct?
She's laughing. So I think that's a cramp. Got to stretch this one out. Anybody who enjoys pain and laughs about it, they scare me.
I'm not sure that could have been a laugh.
So they'll work on getting the cramp out here. It's 23-22. Western Boone leads by 1. I want to give a huge shout out to Western Boone and their radio TV teacher, Matt Foxworthy. He does a great job over there at Western Boone High School. Been a longtime friend of ISC. Had a lot of questions when they got their program up and going again with newer equipment. We were able to assist them with that, and they do a great job putting on their home productions and sometimes even follow their teams on the road as well.
Well, the radio and TV program, I think that's an excellent program. I'm not just saying that because we're sitting here with Richard Schlee and his students, but I think it does a lot of good things for a lot of young people. Opens up some doors for them, and that's a great thing to have.
FiberHawk now available. Super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, just visit fiberhawk.com or give them a call at 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk. And they were able to get Flores about 6 feet further as they continue to try to stretch her out.
That was something you don't see very often. Let me see if I can describe that. She held her hands up, and they just grabbed him and pulled her backwards, got her off the floor so the game can continue.
Athletic Director Ed Niehaus down on the floor, and now they get Syra back up. She leads Frankfort in scoring tonight with 8 points. So
yeah, they need her presence in this game. I hope she can get back in that game quickly.
Get her some water. Anybody's got some bananas down there? Whatever you can do to get the cramps to subside.
It was always a strange thing, have bananas to help with your cramps.
Right?
I never understood that, but I guess it's a true thing.
I think it was just them trying to get me to eat a banana. At least they didn't say spinach.
Could be worse.
Now, leafy spinach is not bad in a salad or on a sandwich. But whatever I was fed as a kid out of a can that was kind of, what is it? What's up with that? That stuff that they claim Popeye ate and got strong. No way.
You weren't buying that, huh?
I was selling all day long. Frankfort in their half-court set now after they beat the pressure of Western Boone. Vasquez Bautista looking for her first points in the game, but a good high-low play. Guardado
cashing in for her 6th point of the evening.
She's one they can lean on now. If Flores is unable to return, Guardado will have to establish herself in the post. I'll pass a little off the mark. Frankfort with a 1-point lead. Jumper in the lane off by Emerson Gott. It'll stay Western Boone basketball.
Emerson Gott unable to break into the scoring column as yet. She missed that shot and kind of looked at the coach and said, "Dadgummit, just can't get that ball to go in tonight."
She flashes there with the throw out top. This one knocked away, but got a little bit of arm there as well. That's going to be number 3.
Both teams playing very aggressive defense this evening. A little too much aggressiveness there on Frankfort.
Frankfort looking for their 2nd win on the season, their 1st in conference play. Leading here in the 3rd quarter by 1. Guardado pulls down the rebound, and now a push foul here against Olivia Reagan, if I had to guess. Hey, I got one right.
Olivia Reagan coming into this game averaging about 9 rebounds, 8.9 rebounds per game, and you can see why. She's extremely active on the offensive side and defensive side. She does a great job for Western Boone rebounding the ball.
Koch plays the passing lane there, knocks it out of bounds. Go right back to Guardado. This one blocked. Got their 2nd block of the game. The shot short. Vasquez Bautista on the rebound. And here come the Hot Dogs. Good idea that time, just not enough mustard on the pass.
Yeah, it was a good look, a good idea.
Koch going to draw the foul in the lane here against the Hot Dogs. That's against Vanessa Guardado.
Vanessa's second foul of the game. Third team foul, Frankfort, this quarter.
Something that Guardado has cleaned up a lot this year. Last year, she fouled out of a ton of basketball games. She was constantly in foul trouble, and as a senior, I have not seen her foul out of a game yet in one that we've covered here.
And that's one of the areas of improvement. Sometimes it goes unnoticed, but that's a good point that you make, Sean, because her staying on the floor is important to Frankfort.
Now, in fairness, last year, I think she led the conference and was ranked in the state in charges taken. So, not afraid of a little physical contact.
No, that's a great honor to have, too, taking charges.
But you got to think if you're trying to take the charge a lot, you're probably also getting called for quite a few blocks, and that might have led to where the fouls were at.
I guess that's a good point, true.
Toes on the line, it's a 2. It's short. Offensive rebound once again, and Emerson Gott will head to the free throw line.
And Emerson Gott, as we just mentioned, as I said, Emerson is the one that has not broken in the scoring column and have an opportunity for 2 free throws tonight. And she is the leading free throw shooter for Western Boone at 74%.
She gets the first one to go.
And I'm glad I did not jinx her by saying that. Good shooting percentage from the free throw line.
Rim unkind on the second one as it rattles out. All knotted up at 24, and Frankfort turns the basketball over. Good sign for Frankfort here as Syra Flores heads to the scorer's table to check in.
Kind of keep her eye on her, as anybody who has played basketball who has come up with the cramp during the game, sometimes those come back rather quickly.
Vasquez Bautista still scoreless tonight for Frankfort, but she's giving them some good minutes off the bench. Koch runs out of real estate, finds a teammate, jumper, splash. And much like she started the game, Isla Stokes gets the jumper going here. She's got 7 now. McAtee lets a 3 fly. And pulled out of there by Reagan. Stokes being hounded here. Good defense from Frankfort, but even better execution there from Western Boone not to panic. Stars with a 2-point lead on the road here in Case. Koch, pull up. 2 offensive rebounds, and the second one pays off as Reagan is in double figures with 11.
Once again, Western Boone cashing in on the offensive boards.
Flores. Guardado down the lane. Blocked. Last touch by Frankfort.
Looked like a lot of contact there. Coach Crawford for Frankfort stood up and looked at the officials with his hands up like might have been a foul, but
Western Boone asking for a timeout. They'll get it here, and it's a full. A day in Genda Funeral Home, the families we serve are not just our clients, they're our neighbors and friends. Just as each life follows its own path, deciding how you would like to remember and honor your loved one is truly a special journey. Whether you prefer a simple private gathering, full traditional funeral, cremation, or non-traditional service, Day and Genda Funeral Homes will assist you with all of your options. For more information about the services Day and Genda Funeral Homes offer, visit dayandgenda.com. We roll some of those highlights again from the last few minutes, and in the first half I said Coach Crawford is going to have a much more fun film session with these girls because there were so many things they're doing right tonight. The one area of weakness that you know he's going to highlight is down here on the rebounding, the offensive rebounds that Western Boone's been able to accumulate.
Western Boone has made a living on the offensive glass. They've been able to. That's how they stayed in the game, got back their lead, which is 28-24 now with a minute 55 to go in the third. But, Western Boone making a living on the offensive boards.
At the end of the day, Western Boone is probably not shooting a very high percentage, Joe. But when you're taking twice as many shots as the other team, a lot of times that's going to bode well for you.
It certainly will. Certainly will. Western Boone has the ball out and a 4-point lead. Frankfort has maintained that 2-3 zone the entire game.
That one lost momentarily. Out of the timeout that Coach Kelly called, it was a 3 put up by Jaylee Dickerson. And last touch by Dickerson. Frankfort basketball. Hot Dogs trailing by 4. They led after 1. They led after 2. Trailing by a small margin here towards the end of 3.
Frankfort maybe just a little too quick there. But as you got the press on you, sometimes you get moving quick, and that's the idea of Western Boone trying to speed up Frankfort.
Dickerson looks back out top, and a steal from Frankfort. Run out free throw or layup the other way. I thought was going to lead to free throws. Coach Crawford wanted it to lead to free throws. It does not. And now McAtee with the steal. One-on-one break. And we'll get the whistle this time.
2 great steals by Frankfort. Here we see McAtee getting shoved a little bit, so opportunity for 2 free throws.
McAtee at the line. Coach Crawford's asking about the play a moment ago, but might have gotten a little bit more of a makeup whistle on that last one.
Yeah.
McAtee misses the free throw.
McAtee with 4 points this evening.
McAtee gets 1 of 2. She's got 5 tonight. Cuts the lead to 3. In about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one, we'll have boys basketball for you and an and one opportunity here. As Isla Stokes fouled on the jump shot.
Take a look here. Frankfort got their hand in the cookie jar there, and foul called, an opportunity for the old-fashioned 3-point play for number 12 Stokes.
Slapped the right forearm of a lefty shooter, so it did not necessarily affect the shot there. She'll miss the free throw attempt, leaving the door open a little bit here. 5-point game. That one punched out by Reagan.
Wow.
Free throw too strong, and now McAtee fouled from behind.
Western Boone misses a run out there, and McAtee on the rebound, pushed out of bounds. Foul called.
Flores into the middle. Now they get it to McAtee. Western Boone coach wanted to travel there. She was scratching her head a little bit.
Looked like just exactly what Coach Crawford was doing a minute ago.
Vasquez Batista blocked inside. Dickerson to Koch. Koch knocks down the jumper.
Good looking jump shot there by Koch on that.
6 in the quarter, 9 in the game. And that pass would have been tough for Shaquille O'Neal to catch. He was inbounded to McAtee. Ella stands at 5'6", and I assure you a 7'4" Shaquille O'Neal, or 7'3", however big he ended up being. That was going to be a tough grab.
That ball was had some height to it. Western Boone underneath the basket, 1.2. See what they draw up here.
Shot up and knocked down right there by Emerson Gott. So a big third quarter for Western Boone as they not only erase the lead, but they now lead by 9. After 3, it's 34-25. Back with the final quarter right after this.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. the Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter tonight brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles, serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. For more information on who they are, what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. Third quarter definitely with the way of the Western Boone Stars. Road Warriors here tonight as they've erased a small deficit and now lead by 9. Shot off the mark there for Santos Valdez.
Yeah, Western Boone did a great job in that third quarter, Sean. Busting it out to a 9-point lead here going into the fourth.
3 there, long rebound, tracked down by the Stars. And kudos to these Western Boone Stars for being able to play the majority of this game tonight as Olivia Reagan has 13. Without their leading scorer in Allie Lewis, who went down with an ankle injury earlier. Frankfort loses the basketball. Stokes a little strong, and Reagan tracks it down. Man, I would love to see the rebound numbers on tonight's game. We don't have those stats in front of us. The timeout taken here by Coach Kelly. Ardente Dental offers high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Whether you're a brand new patient or you've been with them for years, they're here to serve you. Give them a call, 654-7222. Ardente Dental, we bring smiles to life. Now available, FiberHawk, fiber internet, super fast speeds, no more buffering. Perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every need to meet your internet needs. For more on their offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com. Fast, affordable, FiberHawk.
Olivia Reagan tonight, Sean. Western Boone leading the way. As you mentioned, 13 points, come in averaging 6.5. Having a great game scoring the ball.
She has 5 double-doubles this year, does Olivia Reagan, through their 17 games. That's usually a good sign when she's scoring well. Western Boone plays pretty darn well. 13 points tonight for the junior. Great contribution from these Stars. And a relatively young basketball team, too, as the sophomore in Stokes knocks down a 3. Now she has 12. We get a foul here. They're going to hit Lily Kripe. Her first foul. It was 20-19 at the halftime break. Since then, Western Boone has gone on a 20-6 run. That's my Frankfort math from 40 years ago working for me.
It's still holding up.
Still holding up.
Good, strong move by Vanessa Guardado.
They give her the bucket here. She's got 8. She'll earn a trip to the line.
Frankfort was in dire need of a basket there. Can use this free throw.
Wasn't quite 40 years ago. I think I'm over the 25 mark now. What's 97 to 24? 27?
Let's ask one of these guys in high school, because I know they're right on that.
I think this is getting ready to be year 27. Dump down here. Shot up. Rolls in and out. And boy, gosh, she had that nice jumper to beat the third quarter buzzer.
A lot of her shots has just rolled around the rim and rolled off. Tough night scoring, but she's done a lot of other things well for Western Boone.
Foul here, and this is a good way for Frankfort to get back into the game. If they can get the clock to stop, earn trips to the line, but they got to knock down free throws.
Got to knock down the free throws. It's kind of been a little bit of a struggle for Frankfort this year on the free throw side. As a team averaging 52%. Vanessa herself on the free throw line, 51% coming into this game.
Oh for 1 so far here tonight. Well, that one looked real good. 9 points for Guardado. She leads Frankfort. This one rolls off the rim. Frankfort trims the lead to 11. Gonna have to start getting some stops on this end. Limit Western Boone to one shot opportunity.
They're going to have to make some stops, that's for sure.
You saw that shot went up and 3 stars crashed. Watch this.
Frankfort just not finding a gal to block out. Turning their head toward the basketball, and Western Boone races in there and gets that rebound again.
Koch sneaks that one over the front of the rim. She's in double figures with 10. One above her scoring mark on the season. Gets them both to go. Lead back out to 13.
Western Boone staying in the full court pressure as they have the entire game, and it pays off there on number 14. Reagan doing it again.
She's got 15, and Coach Crawford wants to take a timeout and talk this over. Obviously, this one, the lead starting to grow now. Doesn't want to see this get too far.
Yeah, this is it might already be too far, but he did the right thing. Call timeout, get them settled down, see if we can get something going in the right direction.
At Healthy Communities of Clinton County, they want you to know that recovery is possible. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, make sure you reach out to Healthy Communities, either by phone at 659-6063 or visit them online at healthyclintoncounty.org. They've got resources to help you get back on the right path to recovery. Make sure you stay tuned. At the end of tonight's broadcast, we will name our Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game. That's important because Western Boone resides in Boone County. So a player will be selected from the Frankfort side, even though right now on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Yes, that third quarter definitely was a turning point, Sean, as Frankfort had a 2019 lead at halftime. Western Boone turned that into a 9-point lead going into the fourth, and has continually stretched that out.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall at halftime with Coach Kelly down there in Western Boone, because you could almost see Western Boone coming out playing a little bit more inspired. I think she lit a fire at the half.
Whatever she said worked.
So we approach the 5-minute mark. Frankfort trailing by 15. They're either going to have to get really hot really quick to get a turnover here. This one partially blocked, but a foul called here against Frankfort as Stokes heads of the line.
Number 3, Daisy, picking up that foul. That is her 4th.
That free throw off the mark by Stokes. For Daisy, her 4th foul. She stands at just 5'6". So as a referee, I think I'd have to give her the benefit of the doubt on that.
She deserves a break, doesn't she?
This one last touch by McAtee.
Frankfort unable to secure that rebound. Out of bounds, Western Boone.
Hey, you know what else tonight is, Joe?
What's that?
Homecoming court. A couple of the guys up here working behind the scenes on the student crew tonight will be down there as part of that. All dressed up fancy. A 2 there from Stokes.
Got a foot on the line.
Stokes with 14. And she's going to try to add to that at the free throw line here as Western Boone now starting to run away with this one.
Yeah, 45-28, halfway through this quarter. Things are getting away from Frankfort. That turnover for Frankfort on that play, that's number 19 in the game for Frankfort. Western Boone turnover sitting at 11.
Stokes rattles at home. 15 points now tonight for Isla. I was trying to give her an extra one.
Stokes and Reagan doing a fine job leading Western Boone in scoring tonight.
Yeah, they really are. Score number 1 went down, and scores 2, 3, and 4 all stepped up. Guardado with a nice move inside to score. She's got 11 now. The only hot dog in double figures.
Good to see Vanessa get into double figures.
Boy, Reagan hit every part of the rim there, just wouldn't drop. 3 on the way for Frankfurt. Ooh. Boy, that looked good. Syra Flores seems unfazed by those earlier cramps as she was hustling and hitting the floor there for Frankfurt.
Yeah, as you mentioned, good to see her back out on the floor, for sure.
Inside Westerfeld. Guardado pulls down the rebound, and now a good outlet pass. Look at this hustle, though. And a nice play by Vasquez Rivera. She's
Frankfurt,
got 5.
4 or 5 times tonight have had that outlet pass to it. So that's something Frankfurt has continually worked on throughout the year. And it's getting them some baskets tonight.
Craig needed the court to be about 3 feet longer. If it would have been, she might have caught her. That was some hustle.
Maybe 2.
She closed distance quickly. Now we get a hand foul here, and that's either number 4 or 5. That's number 5 against Ashley Vasquez Rivera. So the junior has fouled out of this contest. She's got 5 tonight. 5 fouls, 5 points. 5 for 5. Sounds like a Wendy special or something, right? Or that's 4 for 4?
Well, tonight it's a 5 for 5.
Hey, I came straight here after work. I did not get dinner yet. 14-point game, 3 minutes to go. Another great broadcast on the air tonight as that one rattles home. Clinton Prairie in a varsity doubleheader against Carroll tonight. You can see that one on ISC as well.
It should be a good game. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Carroll Cougars got one on the Gophers earlier this year. So Prairie looking for an opportunity for a little redemption.
Yeah, Carroll able to defeat Clinton Prairie in that Holiday Classic. Clinton Prairie was without Levi Osler. He was actually in Florida taking part in a football showcase, offensive and defensive. Good. So kudos to Levi Osler.
Yeah, that's a good thing for him.
That rattles out for Vasquez Bautista. And she gets that one to go. So it gets her in the scoring column. Another hot dog.
Good to see her
tonight.
Yeah, get a point. Absolutely.
Lead at 15. That one narrowly stolen there by McAtee.
Frankfurt continuing to work on the defense.
That's Perry McClaskey wearing number 10, rocking the pink headband out there for Western Boone. Haven't had an opportunity to call her name yet tonight.
Western Boone looks to be halfway content just to work the clock here.
Can Frankfurt work these final 2 minutes?
Western Boone with the 48-33 lead here with a minute and a half to go. Just needing the clock to run, they do, Western Boone.
Now we get the foul from Guardado. Frankfort in the penalty, so 2 free throws headed your way for Lily Kripe.
Lily Kripe, one of the 2 captains this year for Western Boone.
Kripe draws back iron on her first free throw attempt. She'll have one more opportunity to get in the scoring column here.
Western Boone sitting 2-2 in the conference. About to go 3-2 here. They'll have a winning record in the Sagamore this year, or at least right now at the present time.
And Kripe gets 1 of 2. Like that, she kind of took a deep breath, walked almost back halfway to half court, came back and calmly knocked it down. This one dribbled out of bounds, but at last touched by Western Boone. A little under 90 seconds to go in this one. Getting the boys head your way. Approximately 20 minutes after the end of this game. Head coach Rick Schull, head coach Dustin Oakley have their teams prepared and ready. Their Sagamore Conference matchup. I love that they do this when they get in conference play later in the season. You get these varsity double headers.
I concur. I think that's a great idea.
Vasquez Bautista with another point.
2 out of 3 on the free throw line.
She'll go 2 for 2 on this trip. Superfan Forrest is in the building. Of course, anytime Frankfort plays, he's here. You get a reach-in foul against Guardado. He's standing in the tunnel with the boys, basketball players, trying to get them hyped up here.
Any words of wisdom, you think, from Forrest?
Probably just one word or noise, I would guess, and it's probably, ooh.
Yeah, could be.
That's what you hear a lot. Let's go, Dogs. Ooh. That shot off the mark. There is a shot of Anthony Hall. He's kind of leaning back there. He's sitting beside Eric Farley's wife. Eric had a lot to do with putting on the Blue Chips 30-year anniversary game that's coming your way tomorrow night. Anthony played in the movie. He was Tony, the point shaver.
Tony the point shaver.
From the season prior. And
he's back again.
It's part of the Blue Chips movie. He was starred in a lot of different movies over the years, and I'm jealous. I'm excited to get to talk to him at some point in time over the next couple of days. Maybe we'll even get him on the airwaves, but he got to meet and be in a movie with 2 of my idols.
And
One's Bob Knight from Blue Chips.
Absolutely. And
the other, Tupac Shakur. Bet you never would have guessed that one.
I did not see that one coming, but Sean, continue to amaze me. So I shouldn't be surprised.
He was in a movie with one of the Belushis called Gang Related, and Anthony played a gentleman by the name of James, who they try to pin a gun on, and he's like, "Hey guys, I was in jail locked up when that all happened," and so he was able to clear his name. Just in case you need more Anthony Hall references in movies.
Well, you're doing a great job there, man. You got him down pat.
Spent some time on Baywatch, NYPD Blue. And quite a few shows and movies back in the day. And again, excited that he's here tonight, coming back for this, knowing it's a big deal to this community. What's great as this game winds down here, Joe, is when you go back and you look at that footage, one of the things they were concerned about trying to film a basketball movie in the summer was getting fans in the stands. And they didn't want to just pay extras. They wanted people to really come in as Guardado gets 1 of 2. They wanted them to come in and know basketball and be fanatics about it. And they said, well, we got to go to Indiana, right? I mean, Indiana's the place to be. And it's rumored that Bob Knight said, you need to go to Case Arena.
Is that right?
That's the rumor.
I had not heard that before. Well, good for Coach Knight. But you are right about the fans in Indiana.
Not only did they show up, this place was sold out with people standing outside, trying to find ways to get in during the filming. Guardado's three just short. Flores gets blocked by the basket. It's not fair. She's already playing against 5 Western Boone players. Your final tonight, 49-36. A great showing, though, really, by these Lady Hot Dogs leading at halftime. They just had a tough third quarter. But your final thoughts on this one, Joe?
Hey, great move by Frankfort. Improvement tonight. That first half was one of the best halves they've had this year. Western Boone came back strong in the second half to win 49-36. But hats off to Frankfort. They show improvement. They continually do better.
A great game tonight, had by all. Kudos to Olivia Reagan, Isla Stokes, Kiera Koch. They played fantastic tonight. With Allie Lewis going down, those three all chipped in above their scoring marks on the season to help make up for that. And, again, well wishes from our crew down to Allie Lewis. Hopefully she gets healed up pretty quickly.
Second that, very much.
As Western Boone will look towards, coming down the final stretch of their season. For our player of the game tonight, our Frankfort Eagles Clinton County player of the game, it's going to be Vanessa Guardado. Double figures for Vanessa. I had her for 12 unofficially. Played a great game, and I would say a second to that would be Syra Flores. She had 8, and really those two helped kind of carry the torch here this evening. But good to see 6 different girls from Frankfort in the scoring column.
Yeah, it was good to see. As you mentioned, both Guardado and Flores, 2 seniors, had a very good game for Frankfort tonight.
Again, tonight's game was brought to us by the Frankfort Eagles. People helping people. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By FiberHawk, fast, affordable FiberHawk. And the Farmers Bank. Let's grow. Joe and I are going to sign off for now. So for everybody behind the scenes here at ISC and Hot Dog TV, we're going to take a quick break. We appreciate you tuning in to this first game. Make sure you flip on over to the boys' game approximately 20 minutes from now. 15 minutes, we'll be back on the air. How about that? Stay tuned. More basketball heads your way right after this.
Colleges and universities are always actively looking for highly targeted and effective ways of reaching high school students and their families. Imagine your informational message being displayed in full color on courtesy charging stations placed throughout the high schools of your choice. Our mobile charging stations provide your college or university with a continuous flow of traffic to those who benefit from your message the most. High traffic areas like the cafeteria, commons, multimedia rooms, and concessions make the perfect places to reach a receptive and captive audience. Advertise to your alumni of tomorrow by getting plugged in today. At JM Marketing, your audience awaits.
Rondo.